Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well today. It's Oscar here again, and today we're gonna do another little short video. I love doing these little short videos over the weekend just because it's easy to get something up, and it's something quick and easy, not too much of your guys' time, but something I know that you guys will somewhat enjoy. So today we're gonna be talking about why I love TRK or TR King style chips, small crown, large crown. What are the things behind it? And then some of my favorite ones. Most of you guys know Nevada Club 20 is probably my most favorite chip, but we got some good stuff. So let's begin. So this wooden rack I have here is strictly filled with, well, I'm not sure if you can see, but strictly filled with small crown chips. You can find Spark Silver Club chips. Got a few of these new China 50 centers. We got Nevada Lodge, Nevada Club 5s, Money Tree 50 centers. I'm not sure how well this is going to pick up, but what? King's Crown 1s, we got a few of those. Got a few Palace Club Fallon ones. We got these Dealing School ones from here in Vegas, kind of old school. I believe these were 70s ones. And then we got some Joe's Hawthorne 25 centers. Now all of these, you know, I don't have like a full barrel of or anything, but I'm working on it. So I think I got Joe's Tavern ones, got a few of those. And then some Jerry's Nugget ones. Now, let me use I'll use the new China 50 center as an example. But see, the one reason in particular I like these chips, you have this kind of old school styled font. If it'll focus on it. Hello. There we go. So new China, you got the old school font, and it goes around the center of the chip itself. Which, the one reason I also like these chips, because you see the club text, it's not usual what you'd usually see on chips or anything like that, especially how it curves over the top, over the edge, and then the club fully fills in the bottom half of the chip. Also, quarter pie. You don't see a lot of chips that are quarter pie, black and blue like this in general. And then the 50 center on the 50 cent, I guess you could see on the back. Same thing. Pretty, just simple, but awesome looking stuff right here. So that's the new China. Let's give another example. Jerry's Nugget. I mean, it's pretty simple. Get it to focus. Get it into the right light. There we go. So Jerry's Nugget ones. They're simple things, but just the color 4 edge spots on it makes it look really nice. And this is, I believe it was 1964 that these came out. So just overall simplicity, and I just love the small crowns going along the edge. It makes you feel like you're like a king or something, in my opinion. So those are those. Just a little quick new China, and then Jerry's Nugget. Then we have stuff like this, the Palace 25. Let's see. Focus. Alright, so then we have stuff like this, which is on the large crown mold. Same thing. TRK always tried to fill in that whole center as much as possible as they could with the text. And then the denomination on this one in particular, it looks really cursive. Well, it's not really like cursive, but you know, in general, it just looks good. I love the large crown too. I feel like large crown chips are they just don't get any love for some reason, which is weird. I think small crown or large crown chips are freaking awesome looking. So here's another example. It's a Bank Club Reno. Come on, focus. Alright, so Bank Club Reno, same thing. Large crown. But then again, on this, you have the 25 cent on the back. I really, really enjoyed how TRK made the denominations of the fracks and then like the 1s, 5s, and all those. When they did the hot stamp style stuff, that was interesting because they made it as big as possible. They didn't care what it was or how it looked in general. As long as it looked good, then that was all that mattered. So then we can look at these Stardust Roulette chips, and I believe these were from 1957 or 1958, but same thing. The center, they tried to make the hot stamp as big as possible, and this chip in general, I was cleaning yesterday. This thing was like black, looked terrible, but for some reason, usually when you clean, or at least when I've cleaned hot stamps with like a toothbrush or something like that, the foils come off pretty easily. On these, I went really, really, really hard on the hot stamp and seemed to have no problem at all. It kept the whole hot stamp on there, made the chip clean, which was the whole purpose of me cleaning it, and just to get it to shine up. And this thing looks sick. Same thing with this black one. Just the overall, you just see small crowns, you see TRK. Maybe it's because I'm biased towards them, but I think they're the sickest looking chips in the world. And like I keep telling everyone that I know, and it's on PCF that I have it, a little signature thing at the bottom. Just a kid with a dream trying to build a TRK set. Maybe one day have like an ultimate dream set, but I don't know. I some reason I just have this thing for TRKs and the history behind them being older chips. Most of them, or at least most of the ones that I have, are from Reno, which is kind of weird because I don't really like Reno as a place because I've only been there 2 or 3 times, but just the chips and the history behind them that came out of Reno, all that stuff is like really nice stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'm biased towards them, but maybe I'm not biased towards them. Maybe it's just my personal liking that I like them, which in turn could mean that I'm biased towards them, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that also think TRKs are also sick. They're the nicest looking chips. They have the right feel to them. There's all kinds of factors that could factor into liking a certain style chip. I know there's people out there that think Paulsons are like the nicest looking chips and stuff, which, okay, I can agree. When I first started collecting chips, I thought Paulsons were like the way to go. And then, I don't know, I figured out, you know, TRKs are something that are older. Most of them have some really, really, really nice artwork on them. Although none of the ones that I have like anywhere close to like Rainbow Club or Monterey Club artwork, or let's say like Prima Donna stuff, but most of this stuff is you know, it's historical, it's got the right feel to it, they shine. And like this Nevada Club, I mean this Nevada Lodge 25, you would have never seen a color like this on something, in my opinion at least, for like Paulsons or anything back in the day. But you get someone like Lincoln Fitzgerald or whoever designed this at Nevada Lodge, you get their bright eyes, their bright ideas. You get something that's purple with like pink and blue inserts. You get something that's awesome. So, yeah, I guess that's my little rant why I love TRK King or TR King company chips. And yeah, there's nothing really else to say, but I mean, it's not, in quantity wise, it's the biggest portion of my collection, but as far as singles, Paulsons are, you know, higher, or take most part of my collection, just because Paulsons are kind of the newer stuff. I've kind of been trying to get the newer stuff, and I haven't realized until maybe the last 2-3 months that, you know, the older stuff should be the stuff I'm going after, which is why I haven't really been buying as many chips as I was at one point. I've kind of slowed down trying to choose, you know, which places, which nicer chips I want, and then I've also realized, you know, most of these things, if you're going to be collecting them, you want to get the best condition ones as possible. So that's what I've been trying to do as well. So that's my little rant, my little quick video about why I love TRK or TR King Company chips. And yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts if you like them too, what your favorite part about them is. If you guys have a favorite TRK chip, put that down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and if you're new, please consider subscribing. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers, which is very, very exciting, and I'm super happy about that. So thank you again for watching, and it's been Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.